Hello and welcome to The Untidy Artist. Today we're going to be making a felt and fabric rolled flower. We're going to attach this to a clip today so it becomes a beautiful hair flower, but you can use these in a lot of different projects. Another bonus with this tutorial is that it requires no sewing. Let's grab our supplies. You will need some fabric and craft felt for the petals and the leaves of the flower in coordinating colors, your glue gun set on low, a clip to attach it to, some sharp scissors and a ruler, and then you'll need some iron-on adhesive. This is so that you can attach the felt to the fabric, so you'll also need your iron. So take your iron-on adhesive and measure it into a 4-inch square and then a 2.5 by 2-inch square. And then you will take that, lay it on top of your fabric, and cut a piece of fabric to the size of the flower and then the size of the leaf. So we have a 4-inch square and a 2.5 by 2-inch square. And then take your iron-on adhesive, and there's two sides. There's a smooth side and then a bumpy side. Place it bumpy side down so the glue you'll be melting with your iron. And you'll want to just go back and forth, not holding it longer than 2 seconds in one spot. So once again, bumpy side down, iron it until they're adhered together, let it cool, and then you can see as you pull off the back of the iron-on adhesive, it has attached the glue to your fabric. So then place your fabric onto a piece of felt, and I iron it first and then cut it after. So I've done it with the flower, now I'm doing it with the piece for the petals. They're all attached, and then I cut my piece of felt from behind it. So I have my fabric and my felt all ready to go. Go ahead and take your 4-inch square and round off the corners so you'll have approximately a 4-inch circle. And then take your piece for your leaves, cut it in half, and I just kind of freehand cut 2 leaves. If you're more comfortable drawing the leaves on first and then cutting them, go for it. This next part, you're going to cut a spiral into the fabric for your flower. So you can either trace a spiral on, or what I find is easier to do is to just start on the outside of my circle and cut evenly in a spiral-like motion. You can see as it spirals down here that it's about a 1/2 inch that I'm cutting, and just make sure you keep it as evenly as possible. And you can see there I've got my little boingy spiral. And now we're going to turn this into a flower. So take the very center and twist it and kind of just hold it a little bit. And then while I hold that into place with one hand, I'm going to take just a dab of glue on the felt side. So you're doing this fabric side up. The felt is going to be on the back of the flower. And this is just going to start the center of your flower. So once I have that, I work with my flower upside down, and I put my glue on my felt, so just a little bit at a time. And then you're going to use your hand from underneath to steady your flower and keep it even. So apply a little glue at a time, and then just wind your fabric around the center of your flower. A little bit of glue, and then you just keep winding. And then every so often, I like to flip my flower upside down to make sure that I'm keeping it even. Looks like we're good to go, and you just keep winding the fabric around. When you have just a few inches of your fabric left, go ahead and apply the glue directly to the fabric and then finish winding it around. It finishes it off a little bit better. Now we're going to take our leaves, line them up, kind of decide how you'd like everything to lay, and then just tack it down. So I put just a dab of glue between the leaves to hold those together, and then I'm going to take another dab of glue and put my flower on top, just to make sure I get it where I want it. And then you can go back in and add some more glue to hold it down and make sure it's nice and secure. The last step is to attach it to our clip. So take your ribbon-lined clip, and you can learn how to do this with one of my other tutorials. And just line the glue on the clip, press it down so it holds firmly, and you have a very lovely little hair flower. These flowers are a really fun way to use up old scraps of fabric and turn them into a beautiful hair flower. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. Click here to subscribe for my weekly tutorials and to check out some of my other videos. Thanks for watching.